Hey y'all, hey, it's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning, Brandilla. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. No, Monday. Oop! I skipped the whole day and said happy Tuesday, happy Monday. This goes to show you that I cannot keep up with my days. Okay, days are just flying by. Do you guys realize we are already at the end of January? Wow. But before I get into the gossip and the daily conversation, let me just start us off with reminder that today is a good day. I know sometimes I forget, but today I did not. All right. Wake up, let me go around the sun. Auxiliary mode. Okay, wait 1 second. Bluetooth mode. Get some good, some foodie. Step 3. Think real hard about what you want to be. Wait. Step 4. Everybody just disconnected. Oh no. Connected. 1 second, guys. Technical difficulty. There you go. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Brag, Hillbilly, brag. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. That's a good brag. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood. Blood in circulation. One step at a time. Yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Hey! Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, y'all. Life ain't easy, especially now, y'all. Huh? Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts and poison they ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap. All the bad for the good in my head. When I'm lost. Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. Afloat, you broke, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit. Stay away from it. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey! Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Hey, good morning, good morning. It's going to be a good day. Happy Monday, y'all. You know, I was all over here bragging about my trip to Los Cabos next month, February, right? But, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to talk about Trump, but I don't know how we can avoid it, right? And it impacts our everyday lives. And so just to give you an example of what I mean,
Trump sending back this deportation thing has gotten so ugly, right? Finding out that Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, all these countries closed the airspace to US so that they could not bring those people back to the immigrants back to their countries. And then Trump threatened with tariffs and stuff like that, and Colombia backed out and said, okay, bring our folks the fuck back because they don't want to deal with the smoke that Trump is threatening them with, right? But my fear is, now I feel like I have to be cautious on the countries that I visit, right? Because although I'm not standing up saying send the fucking immigrants back, right? I'm just saying help us like you help the immigrants, right? I don't know what the right answer is, right? But I I don't want to be in Mexico as an American tourist, right? With the political climate as it is, with them trying to ship these people back, and Mexico is saying fuck you, right? I don't want to know what that looks like for American tourism in Mexico. And so, although we don't want to deal with talking about this man on a regular basis, we have to keep in tune to what he's doing because we have to know how to navigate in our everyday lives. And so, Mexico trip for me in February is probably a no because I'm too scared. Okay. And so, not to say that I won't be going on vacation. I'm not exactly sure if I will next month, but I don't know if I want to risk flying through Mexico airspace, as an American tourist during this political climate. And that's just something to think about, right? Now, okay, I know I'm the one that says don't let fear stop you, but I'm also a reasonable person, right? I still will travel, but I'm not going to travel when motherfuckers are arguing. I'm just not going to do it to countries that we're arguing with because, I don't want to be the one get kidnapped in Mexico because, listen, these MFs, United States, they don't negotiate for prisoners, okay? And I cannot be I can't be a Mexican hostage, right? Because you don't know how the people of Mexico is going to feel about the Americans that are traveling there as a part of tourism. And so Los Cabos is definitely, I was going to Los Cabos. Los Cabos is definitely, I just don't want to fly through Mexico airspace. I don't care, Cozumel, Los Cabos, Cancun, Tulum. I don't want to fly through Mexico airspace right now. Okay, so gotta pick someplace else to go. So stay tuned. Whether I'm going on vacation in February or not, right? Trying to make those changes this week. If it doesn't pan out, then I won't be going on vacation in February. Okay. And that's okay. Better safe than sorry. Okay. And so this is just something for you guys to think about when you're planning your travels. Okay. I mean, I don't know, Brazil is included as well. Like Brazil, closed their airspace. The only people that I heard reopen their airspace to the US is Colombia so far, but that doesn't mean that the others didn't also. But, just take these things into account. Okay. Also, with all the DEI stuff going on, I don't know how that's going to impact a lot of us. I mean, statistically, Black people benefited from DEI, but not as much as white people based on statistics. And so I don't know how DEI is going to impact the minorities in the workplace. But when the Labor Department starts getting involved and they stop work equality programs, that's the stuff that starts to worry me, right? The labor laws, right? Because you were able to go to EEOC to complain about inequality at work. And now it seems as though they are looking at that as a portion of the Labor Department that might not be in play anymore. I mean, all of these changes, wasn't they a part of Project 2025? The same Project 2025 that he said he was not involved in, but yet it seems like the executive orders that you're putting in place is directly aligned with Project 2025. But don't trust me. Go check the facts yourself. Panama will be taken back. Okay. Ooh. Life is certainly being changed forever. He exonerated and released the police officers for the death of a black guy, right? I forget the gentleman's name. I believe he released the people from the January 6th shit that went on. And so he is doing everything that we expected him to do. And so we have 4 years, well, hopefully 4 years and not 8, because he's also trying to run a third term. In the meantime, between time, Canada released a video. Was it the Canadian president? Charlie Angus in Canada, right? He released a video on TikTok or wherever he released it, but I saw it on TikTok where Canada was like, basically, fuck you. We are your best allies. They're reminding us that they are one of our best allies and they are not taking the bullshit from this United States of America administration, and that they will still align with Ukraine and they will still do what they're doing and basically fuck you. And so I don't know, this could get really, really ugly with him battling with these various countries. And so I'm going to go back to Hillbilly statement where he says, be prepared, right? Be prepared for what may come. So we don't know what may come. Okay? Because I feel like the stuff that they are focusing on is not helping us economically, right? They're focusing on deporting the immigrants. They're focusing on removing the DEI. They're focusing on removing equality, equal opportunity in the workforce. They're focusing on issues that does not address the housing market. It does not address our economical footprint. It doesn't address any of those things. And so, now he's talking about getting rid of FEMA, right? So what is that going to mean? There'll be no relief for people that lose their homes during natural disasters, which opens up the opportunity for the rich to buy up land because these homeowners lost everything and can't afford to rebuild, right? So just pay attention to the shit that's going on, okay? Because I'm paying attention. In 30 days, things will get rough, baby. Not only that, but again, back to Hillbilly's point about stocking up for food. If you guys have noticed, we have had more food recalls than any other years that I can remember, right? Everything is being recalled. Every week there's a new recall on something, and it's impacting many, many, many of our foods. There was a recall on carrots, right? That was sold at Whole Foods and a couple of other stores, right? So the other day I was in Stop and Shop and I went to go get carrots. And me and this lady was standing by the carrots, okay? And we're staring at the carrots because the regular carrots was like $2 and change, but they were small. And I'm talking about the big pack of carrots. Normally when the carrots are big, these carrots were small. And me and her both were like, why are these fucking carrots so small? Next to it was the organic carrots. They were regular sized carrots in a bag. They were $7.98. And I looked at her and she looked at me and she said, and when were carrots ever $7.98? I said, no, this can't be right. This can't be right. How could carrots be almost $8 damn? Carrots. So right above it, so next door was the regular carrots. They were small, but they should have been normal size. They were 2 and change or something like that. Then you had the normal size carrots, but because they said organic, they were $7.98 or whatever the fuck. Right above them was a smaller pack of organic carrots. Less came in the pack, and that was $1.39 for some reason. So I got them shits. And I'm like, if you're not paying attention, you just throwing shit in your cart, baby, there is no way. When I got to the register and my bill came up to $180, I stared at the cashier and I was like, what the fuck did I buy? You know what AG said? Look at your cart, Robin. You got coconut water. You got watermelon water. Watermelon water is $10 for one bottle. Okay, the coconut water that I bought was $5 each one, and I bought two. And so, depending on what you're putting in your cart, I had eggs. That was $8. So, depending on what you have in your cart, child, the grocery bills is so damn high. I didn't even have meat. Maui in North Carolina has already been bought. Been bought by who, Hillbilly? Who bought them? What am I missing? I mean, don't they belong to us? My girlfriend, good morning, Shirley. My girlfriend lives in Costa Rica. She has several people contact her for advice on how to move out of the country. Some are really thinking about it. Costa Rica is really where I'd like to go. I would love to go to Costa Rica because from what I hear, I'm going to do my 60th birthday there just to get the experience. But I hear that it's a very peaceful place. They're very relaxed and it's affordable. And I'm just tired of the political environment here. And so, Brandilla, I'm not surprised that people are calling your friend in Costa Rica. My mother has a friend that lives in Costa Rica too. And I'm really thinking about because I mean, if I stay in the United States of America, the state that I would move to is Texas. I was aiming for Florida at one point, but I'm not aiming for Florida anymore because Florida is just unreasonable and unaffordable, and people can't get insurance there. And so my next option would be Texas because I am I love warm weather, hot weather. And I want to get the best bang for my money. Hillbilly said, we are going to rationing, watching our portion size to extend our food supplies. That's smart. Hillbilly said, Elite bought Maui. Mining Corp bought North Carolina, where Helene hit. Coincidentally, the largest lithium deposit in the East. Ooh. That's the side I want to live on, Brandilla, the Caribbean side. You know, anything Caribbean I love, you know. I mean, at this point, if I couldn't live there, I would probably buy like a little condo or something there so that I could go there often. But, you know, these are things that I want. I don't know if they're going to happen, but it's just so disappointing what's happening here in the United States of America. And even when I talk to my coworkers at work that are in London and India, they all be like, what the hell? They be like, what the hell is going on? Okay? So keep your eyes open and your ears to the ground. Brandilla, question for you. Being that I know that from a federal job perspective, one of Trump's executive orders to the federal agencies was to look over people that had just received job offers and rescind those job offers, and also look at people who are in probationary periods in the federal jobs and see which ones they can eliminate, right? And so I know that you are stepping into your new federal job. And so that I pray that these changes and these executive orders that are going into play does not affect you. Okay? I really, really do pray for that. Because I mean, I know some of y'all saw that story where the man, a veteran, he was pleading on Facebook or IG or somewhere I saw the post. He was pleading to Trump because his wife got an offer from federal agency to work at a vet hospital as a nurse. And of course, he is a vet. And her offer was rescinded. HR pulled her offer. These people picked up their stuff, relocated, bought a new house. They're in their new house, and now his wife's job was rescinded. And he's pleading to Trump. And in that plea, he reminds Trump, we are a Trump supporter. That's what he said. And I said to myself, scratches my head, all these Trump supporters that wanted Trump in office so bad, and now they're pleading to Trump to give them their jobs back. Okay? Hillbilly says she should be the first in line for new vetting. She's at the right time. Yeah, well, Brandilla said, thanks for the prayers. I would be affected, like you said, if they decide to get rid of new hires. Well, that is one of his executive orders to review all people that are in their probationary period and see if they can let them go. Because if you let them go before their probationary period, right, they can't go and file complaints and stuff like that because they're in a probationary period and they don't have to give you a reason. They could just say goodbye. That's the scary thing. So again, although we don't want to talk about him, we have to keep our eyes open and our ears to the ground. This, I also see a lot of people on social media talking about, oh, we're going to have to go back into the office because he wants all federal workers back in the office every day. It's like you're doing everything against the economical growth of this country. So now, I don't know about the federal agencies, but in corporate America, my company literally gave up buildings and floors and leases. Like, we don't even have enough space for all of us to go back into the office. If it was mandated that we all have to get back into the office, my company would then have to release more floors, go out looking for new real estate and stuff like that. And guess what's going to happen? If they got to spend their money, guess what's going to happen? They're going to look to lay some motherfuckers off because now they got to spend extra money. So this is not a laughable thing. Yes, Shirley, I talked about, I didn't actually mention that, but yes, civil rights cases are on freeze. Every civil rights case that is pending out there has been frozen, right? And it's because they're going back and they're trying to adjust the labor laws. Amongst other things, right? So if they change all these and these executive orders go through and they become law, those civil rights cases won't have anything to stand on. Right, Brandella. He said he'd pull the troops out of Ukraine day one. That was a lie. Why are the troops still there? Well, Canada said, fuck you, we still going to be there to support Ukraine. And basically, Canada said, we are one of your best allies. Like, to let him know, don't fucking play. Okay? Okay? So, keep your eyes open and your ears to the ground. Okay, let's get into today's message. January 27th. We are still in the month of life. Okay, so keep that in mind. The message today is life will work for me when I realize I am totally, completely, and fully responsible for what goes on in my life. What does that statement mean to you? I am fully responsible for what goes on in my life. What does that mean to you? Okay, let me just read this. One of the greatest challenges in creating a joyful, peaceful, and abundant life is taking responsibility for what you do and how you do it. As long as you can blame someone else, be angry with someone else, point the finger at someone else or something else, you are not taking responsibility for your life. Accountability. Sure, things happen. It is absolutely true that there are situations, circumstances, social constructs, and common elements that can and do affect you. It is your responsibility, however, to determine how and how long they will affect you. Keep this in mind as we are navigating our lives on a daily basis. It is easy to find reasons not to be responsible. In fact, many of us are not aware of how we do it or that we do it at all. Not taking responsibility for your life means blaming, finding causes, excuses, and reasons for what is going on in your life as if they had nothing to do with you. Not taking responsibility means crying or complaining about the good that is not happening while making very few efforts to determine that it will happen. Not taking responsibility means asking someone to do for you the things you must do for yourself and being angry when they don't do it. You know how many times people have been angry with me because I didn't do something? No, get somebody else to do it. Okay? It cannot be said loud enough or enough times. Your life is your responsibility. Think of it this way. If you cannot be responsible for your life, how can you expect to be responsible for the good things you want to receive? How can you? This is why I try to keep a positive mindset. This is why I try to stay committed to the things that is sometimes hard to stay committed to. Until today, you may have held others responsible or blamed external situations and circumstances for the conditions of your life. Just for today, be devoted to surveying your life. Identify the areas that are dysfunctional, challenged, or simply not as you would have them be. Make a list of all the things you could do to create the needed change. Make a plan to execute the things that you have put on the list. Today, I'm devoted to taking full responsibility for everything that is going on in my life. What is going on in your life that you are taking full responsibility for? I know for me, I have a couple of things that's going on in my life, and I've put myself in situations for whatever reason, right? And I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for it or anything like that. I have come to realize that, and I have to rope myself in. I have come to realize that I want a lot of things out of life, right? And I just go and I do and I live out the things that I want to do. But at the same time, I need to be smart. And so I need to, if I want to be in a better position in my life, I might have to cut down on some of the things that I enjoy doing, like traveling multiple times a year. Now, I don't know how that's going to impact coffee with friends, trips, and stuff like that, but it might, right? Because I have to start buckling down at least for a year or two to get my finances in order, make sure that, I'm aligning my life with the goals that I want for myself. And on top of that, being able to still go and do. So I have to find a balance in that, right? If I want to progress to the next point in my life that I want to get to. And so I have to sit down and take responsibility for the areas in my life that needs adjusting. And I will work on adjusting them, even if it means I have to change my lifestyle a little bit, right? That is a part of life. That is a part of being responsible for how your life turns out. Okay? Accountability, owning your choices and consequences. Yes. I always ration, Hillbilly. I barely eat. I ration just by happenstance. Like right now I'm a little bit hungry, so I'll go eat some Fage 0% yogurt with some granola in it, and then I'll eat dinner later on tonight. I'm not a big eater in the first place. I mean, so, food for me, I can ration. I'm not a big eater, although my body might say something else. I'm not a big eater. Now I do pick chips and shit. That's my thing. Okay. The big power countries are growing. It has been determined the earth needs fewer but larger countries. Hey, Tony. Look, my brother is on here. Good morning, Tony. And so that is our message for today. Remember that January is the month of life, okay? And today's message is about being accountable and being responsible for the things that you want in your life, okay? And listen, I'm 58 years old, okay? And every year, you know, my job does a layoff or whatever, and I always worry that what happens if I get laid off? What happens if I lose my job at this stage of the game? Would I go back to work? Would I just chill? I don't know. But these are all things that I need to take seriously, and I really need to be prepared for what's going to happen. Yes. So Tony, Hillbilly lives in West Virginia, and I really want to go visit Hillbilly in West Virginia. Hillbilly, my brother lives in Georgia in the mountains. He's a thug hillbilly. Like he used to be, I don't want to say a thug, but he used to be like, you know, gangster street or whatever. Now he's like a gangster hillbilly. Like he don't live the gangster life no more. He want to just live on land and shit, not with no neighbors and stuff. It's weird how he transitioned into that, but I love it, right? I love that for him. And so he's going to be a hillbilly eventually himself, I believe. I'm going to start calling him Tony Hillbilly. So thank you for joining, Tony. So that's our message today, y'all. Life is lifing. All right. And so my girlfriend just pinged me because, again, I said we're canceling our trip to Mexico because I don't want to fly through Mexico's airspace right now. I don't. And so I don't know where I'm going to end up in February, if I end up anywhere in February, but better safe than sorry, right? Better safe than sorry. That's my message for today, y'all. I got to go back to work. Anybody got anything new? Hood Billy, they exist. Yes, I like the name Hillbilly. Hood Billy. Yes, that's it. You said they do exist. That's it. He's going to be my little Hood Billy. I'm the oldest, okay? I have 4 brothers, but Tony is my brother's son, and we were raised together. We're close. And so, you know, that's my Hood Billy. All right. And let me tell you something. For a Hood Billy, look at my son. Hey, Al. My family joining my lives now. What the fuck? This a new leaf term. So y'all, Al's story is my son. I talk about him all the time on here. You said not a hillbilly. Laugh out more like Thug Billy. Well, that's what I said at first. Thug Billy, but Hillbilly gave him a name. It's called Hood Billy. Shirley said, Roy, you light bright, so you best carry your passport around with you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said I'm light bright? I got to carry my passport around with me? I'm light bright? What that mean? They might snatch me up thinking I'm Spanish? That's what you saying, Cheryl? Listen, don't play around with me because I always keep my passport card in my phone wallet. So when you see my phone hanging around my neck, I always have my passport card in there. So if they roll up on me talking about, motherfucker, you look Spanish, I'm pulling out that passport card going, the fuck, Don't play with me. I am born here in the South Bronx, Bronx Lebanon Hospital. My mama born here too. Now, her daddy, I can't account for. He born in Barbados, but rest in peace. But she born here and I'm born here. So, They're not snatching me up, Cheryl. Don't put that on me. My locks will get me over there. They'll be like, no, she black. Okay? Cheryl, you act like you much darker than me. Alvin, you might have to carry your passport around. or something. Shit. You need to make sure they know you a citizen, because if you think I'm light bright, you see my son? Shit. Better carry a passport around or something. These are hard times, y'all. But I mean, I'm laughing, but it ain't really funny. It's not. And so I'm just going to continue to pray and navigate through this thing called life. But at the same time, I'm still going to continue to live. And at the same time, I need to start adjusting my life so that I can secure myself and put myself in a better position, because, I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming, because I mean, if they lay me off, I'm gonna tell you no lie. I I'll be done packed up and moved. I'm serious. Because it ain't no damn way I'm going to spend all of my money here in New Jersey and in New York. There ain't no damn way. I will go live in the Caribbean for a year. I will go live somewhere for about until I could be 59 and a half. Okay. To start getting my retirement money. And then I would live in a whole nother state where my retirement money can hold me over until my Social Security kick in. But I'm telling you, I know people on the Caribbean islands. I could just go live there for like 6 months out of the year, because I cannot do this. I can't. I'm sorry, Al. You could come visit me. I'm just saying, you got kids here. Listen, I'm be out. But y'all, I know the show was short today, and I know that I've been inconsistent, but work be working me. And like I said, sometimes my meetings start at 7:30 in the morning and they go through. And I also still fit my workout routine in this morning. I did my stepper, I did my bike, I did my strength training as a part of my stepper, and I did my yoga, right? And the reason why I remain consistent at least to that is because I do understand that I'm 58 and I do want a good quality of life. I still want to be walking around. I still want to be running. I still want to be traveling. I still want to be waking up pain-free as possible, even though shit still hurt, right? But keep in mind, age is just a number, right? It's your frame of mind. Mental and physical health is so key, right? So find something that feeds into your mental and your physical health and dedicate yourself to that. Commit yourself to that, because you know what? I'm not ready for a walker. I'm not. And I don't know when I ever will be. Okay. And so I just want to give y'all that message, and keep in mind that you are responsible for your life and what your life looks like. Okay. And baby, I embrace that message. I have embraced that message in the last couple of years. And even though I have mentioned on here time and time again that people that I used to be close with, that I'm no longer close with, people that are no longer in my life, you know what, baby? I feel free. I feel free a lot of the times, because you know what? I'm making my life look like how I want it to look, right? And the people that are in my life, I want people in my life that make me want more, make me want to be more, right? Not toxic energy, no bullshit, no jealousy, no competition. I want people in my life that make me want to do better and make me want more out of life. And I certainly do not want to be the smartest person in the room. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm fucking leaving and I'm going to go find another room, because I will continue to grow as long as I can. Keep that in mind. Who is in your circle? Do they make you feel like you want to do more and be more? And I feel like in these last 3 years, I have met people that inspire me. And let me tell you something. I was on a call with my girlfriends this weekend. Friday night, we did a FaceTime chat. And let me tell you what those two women said to me. Both of them. One, I was more surprised than the other. But they both said to me on that FaceTime, they said, Robin, You are inspiring. You motivate me. One girl said, I motivated her to get up and clean her whole damn house and exercise. And I said, wow, really? She said, Robin, yes. I see you every day staying committed, doing what you're supposed to do for yourself, and it inspires me. But when my other good friend said, she inspires me too, and I'm committed because I watch her, I was touched by that because no one has ever said to me, like my friends, because friendships are funny. Friendships are funny because some friends can be a little jealous of you. They don't mean it, it's not on purpose. But when you have friends and they never compliment you, they don't support your businesses and stuff like that, sometimes, it's a battle with them. It has nothing to do with you. Okay. And so when they said this to me, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that you're paying attention to me and it's impacting your life. Because that is why I do it. But to hear the feedback was everything. And so I just say this, whatever you do, make sure that you're an inspiration to other people. Make sure that you are motivating other people, your kids, your friends, family members, strangers. And ultimately, make sure that whatever you do is for the good of you, mentally and physically. Good morning, Ghost. Right? And so I had to share that. So it was good news to hear that. Hillbilly said, this is the Coffee with Friends 2025 Be Better Tour. Consider yourselves kicked in the ass today. Right. Hillbilly, let them know. I like that. 2025 Be Better Tour. You might have started something, Hillbilly. I like that. We need a fucking t-shirt. Hillbilly, you always come in here with stuff we need a t-shirt for. Coffee with Friends 2025 Be Better Tour. I love it. Good morning, Mother. Good morning. So before I end my show, anything that you guys want to share with us, any new experiences that has happened in your life that you want to share with us, good or bad, because we are here for it all. We don't judge, we listen, right? We are here to grow, support each other. Anything anybody want to share? I love that, Ghost. You said good morning, family. I love that. I haven't talked to you in so long, Ghost. We used to call each other on the phone just because, certain situations change. You don't have to cut a sister off. I'm just saying. We used to talk all the time, but I know life is busy and life is life. And so I'm going to give you a pass, Ghost. Oh, shoot, Brandilla. So I definitely got to come on tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow is Brandilla's birthday, and we're celebrating. Brandilla, I don't mean to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. You still did you get back with your mans? I know, but we family. I know, but I have to know because I know you were on the fence with it and you said something the last time we talked about it. You said you hope y'all are broken up for good this time, which told me that you were still on the fence with things. So I'm trying to figure out, your birthday is tomorrow. Are you back with your ex? I'm being nosy. I need address or oh, Hillbilly, I'm going to send you mine. Don't play with me. I'm going to send you a private message in Discord with my address on it. I am. Thank you, Hillbilly. We getting ready to get some presents. I know what they are. I hope it's what I want, Hillbilly. I'm going to give you my address. I'm going to send you a private message on Discord. I'm waiting for Brandilla to answer me. No judgment, Brandilla. We here. We here to listen. We not judging, but we might give our 2 cents. We not judging, though, because we know. I went back to a motherfucking 11 times before I learned my lesson. Not judging. I just want to know where you at with it. Wait. You said penis envy? Wait a minute. When did y'all get back together? Brandilla, don't do me. Don't keep going back to an MF for 50, 11 times. Please don't. I feel like I'm just giving you based on my own experience, right? I'm just giving you based on my own experience, okay? I had to check and see if they needed me for a meeting. Don't do it. I feel like when you keep getting back with the person, they lose a little bit respect for you each time, right? You don't get what you really need. The respect gets depleted a bit. Don't keep going back there. I'm telling you. Oh, you are dickmatized, Brandilla? Alternative school? Is my son still on this live? Because he was in one of them. I know exactly what alternative school is. My son was in one of them. And even when he was in the alternative school, he still didn't listen. During lunchtime, they weren't allowed to leave the school. He left. He did what he wanted. I know all about alternative schools, baby. That's how I ended up leaving New York and ended up in New Jersey because I just got fucking tired. And I thought a change of scenery was going to straighten his little ass up. Okay? Eventually it did, but it was a long road. All right, because y'all broke up before, got back together, then broke up again. The last time we talked, you said you hoped that it was for good this time, but then y'all got back together even after that. That's 3 times. And now y'all broke up last Wednesday. So it didn't even last that long. What did I say? What did I say, Brandilla? I'm telling you, take it from me. Do not get back with these men. Do not get back with these ladies. Okay? The respect level drops. They do not respect you after you keep going back to them. Because you know what? They start getting this mentality that you still gonna take them back regardless. No. And I'm not. Okay? I'm never doing that shit again. Ever, never. I did that with one fucking man. All my other men, after I broke up with them, they were strangers to me. The freak. Good morning, Smokey. Don't keep getting back with him, Brandilla. Now, that's just advice. We can't control, but that's just advice. Brandilla said the dick was amazing, but I deserve more. Baby, you could buy a dick. Buy any kind of dick you want from the store, take it off the shelf, sterilize the shit and stick it up in you and have your own joys. They even got the ones that suck onto the wall. You could back your ass up. Baby, you don't need human intervention that's going to be toxic. I'm just saying. I know what dickmatized could do for you. I've been there. But it's not more important than your mental health. It is not. And the level of respect you deserve. This is King, not Chase. My youngest son is a quiet menace. Didn't King just get baptized? Isn't that King who just got baptized, Ghost? Yes, thank you, Hillbilly. Thumbs up, please. We have to move like we deserve better. Cheryl said, this is a 9-year, Brandilla, a year of completion, rebirth, transformation. So stand on that ish. I've realized the situation from my heart. I can't keep going through that. He kicked me when I was down. He showed you his colors. He showed you who he was. and who he is. Okay, he did just get baptized. I knew that was the one. So he got baptized. They needed to dip him a couple of more times. With love, Ghost. With love. Shit. Okay. He had firecrackers at school and told a few boys he was going to put them in their mouth and blow them up. Get off my goddamn live, Ghost. Get off my live. I have a question. What did you tell your son, Ghost, when you found out that's what he did? What did you say to him? I need to know before I end my show. What did you say to him? Because these kids, they could be raggedy as fuck. What did you say to him when you found this out? I saw a video where these parents rolled up on the kid in the video. He was playing video games or whatever. And both the mother and the father was whipping the shit out of this kid because he spent $42,000 in video games. I was like, I want to get a punch in too. You said the boy is wild. He can't play jokes like that at school. That's not a joke. That's what you told him? He didn't know it was not a joke? Oh. See, in the 70s, we got whoopings. My mother wouldn't have had a conversation with me. She'd have been like, I'd have been getting wailed on. Because alternative school, does he know what that's like? He's going to hate it. It isn't a joke, Brandilla. Right, Brandilla. That's what I'm saying. They could have kicked him completely out of school. Well, they kind of did by sending him to an alternative school. They kind of did. That's the last resort. If he fucks up in the alternative school, they're going to be like, I'm the fuck on. Ghost, you need to get a rap on that real quick. Oh, you did whip him. Oh, well, because I just said what you say to him because I couldn't say what you, because I'm like, in the 70s, we got whippings. I don't know. The fuck? He about to find out what it's like. I knew it was meant as a joke and boys being boys, but you can't do that at school. No, you can't. You cannot. Because these school officials take shit like that very serious. I remember one time my son threatened another kid in elementary school, I believe. Or was it junior high school? I think it was elementary school. If he's on here, he can correct me. And they suspended him for terroristic threats. I was like, what? What? Terroristic threats? So be careful, Ghost. That's a great question, Cheryl. Was this his first offense? Before alternative school? I know by the time my son got in alternative school, it was not his first offense. They put up with a lot of his bullshit before he ended up in alternative school. They did. It is hard, Brandilla. That's why when people be like, well, I'm 58. So when people be like, I want kids, I be like, you sure? Like, you really want fucking kids? Do you know you cannot determine what kind of kid you're going to get? And when people be in their 40s talking about they still want kids, I be like, what? What? So when the kid is 10, you're going to be 50 something? You ain't going to want to go to the park and run around? And when the kid is graduating from from high school, a few more years after that, they're going to be babysitting you. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just because I had a rough parental experience. Okay. And so when people say they want kids, I'll be like, it's like a flashback. It's like, oh my God. You know, deep down inside, I wish I had more than one child, you know, so that I have a few kids. But I'm glad on the other side that I only got one. He's no longer in his mom's school district. He's dealing with me on a daily now. Oh, the daddy stepped in. I love it. Smokey said, we got our ass whooped by the teacher. Then when you got home, you got your ass whooped by mom. And if dad was there, he whooped that ass too. I know that's right. No, it's not his first offense. King has an attitude problem. I know why he has one, but it's getting corrected now that he's under my care more. Okay. We were only whipped if we started it or ran from it. Well, that's a good one, hillbilly. Don't run. Because you got to run home and explain that to your parents. My mother used to be like, what? She would take my ass right back to where the shit was and be like, get your mamas outside because I'm going to fuck your mamas up and come outside and fight. She was ready for a fight. And here I am like, oh my God, I'm going to have to fight. I've never been one to want to fight, but I'll fight if I have to. But my mama's a fighter. She'd be like, bring your mamas outside and your daddies too, because I'll beat their ass. And I'll be like, oh my God, Mom, I'm going to have to fight. I saw a woman on TV who recently had her first child at 47. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And if people really want to do it, it's beautiful. It's just my own trauma. I'll be like, No, they are still your damn children. My son is 41. And he's still my little child. To me. And I have 3 grandchildren. And let me tell you something. I love being a grandmother because you can pop in and pop out whenever you feel like it. It's the best joy ever. It is. I love it. But with that, y'all, I got to wind down because I got to get ready to get to work. It's almost 12 o'clock. I got a meeting to ramp up for. But I appreciate y'all joining. I'm going to send y'all out on a good note, letting you know, even when you feel low, you can still what? And come back tomorrow because it's Brandilla's birthday tomorrow. We got to celebrate a little bit on here. All right. And so let me send y'all out with some good vibes because
even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yep.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hey.
Never answer to no, man, I still go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Roy to Debo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Move with peace and love. And remember, you are responsible for what happens in your life. Huh? Hey, hustle hard.
Every single day, I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't want to be a slave.
Oh, it sounds like his daddy goes. Hey. Yes, mother, you will. Hey. Anything you want, anything you need. Hey. Because what? Even when you feel low, even when you feel slow, you can still go. There's no hope. I never answer to no man, and I fucking don't. I'm hard-headed as fuck, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Hey.